Chante, chante mon cœur dans la splendeur du jour. Fais lever le soleil de l'amour.
شكرا لحضورنا لضيوفنا، ميرسي ليكوا. احنا 5 دقايق وهنبتدي.
My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Please be seated. It is with great pride and pleasure that I now introduce you to the President of the University of Prince Edward Island, Dr. Greg Keith.
Thank you, Dr. Critchley. I would like to first introduce some of our esteemed guests. I would ask, as I introduce them, that they stand, and then I would ask that you hold your applause until I finish the introductions. His Excellency Camille El Wazir, Minister of Transport. His Excellency Khalid Abdel Ghaffar, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research. His Excellency Mohammed Ayman Assour, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research. My apologies. His Excellency Ghaffar is Minister of Health and Population. His Excellency Ashraf Sobi, Minister of Youth and Sports. The Honorable Natalie Jameson, Minister of Education and Lifelong Learning for the province of Prince Edward Island. Ms. Jasmine Wahib, Commercial Counselor and Senior Trade Commissioner, Global Affairs Canada. Dr. Magdi Al-Khadi, Universities of Canada President and Chair of the Board. I now ask that we all stand for the Egyptian national anthem and the Canadian national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. I will now introduce additional platform guests and special guests. Again, I ask them to stand and remain standing and to hold your applause until the end. Dr. Greg Natterer, Vice President, Academic and Research, UPEI. Dr. Wayne Peters, Dean of the UPEI Faculty of Sustainable Design Engineering, and UPEI Alumni Representative. Dr. Tariq Mahdi, Dean of the UPEI Faculty of Business. Dr. Hadia Hamdi, Associate Dean, Faculty of Business. Dr. Rasha El-Shafei, Associate Dean, Faculty of Sustainable Design Engineering. Dr. Ahmed El-Sheikh, Associate Dean, Faculty of Science. Dr. Nezma Amar, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Business and Marshall. I also want to extend a special welcome to all our distinguished guests, to family and friends, and certainly most of all to the stars of this evening, the class of 2022. Welcome.
Welcome to everyone. It's wonderful to see the audience full. You will make tonight very special for our graduates. This is the inaugural convocation for the University of Prince Edward Island, hosted by the Universities of Canada. I want to especially thank those of you who traveled from away to be with us here tonight. To the graduates, you look beautiful, you look handsome, and you look very, very, very smart. I would ask parents, and I know that you're going to want to take photos of the graduates, but if you could please follow the Marshal's guide. We have designated spots for photos. We want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to take a picture. So if you could follow in the program and watch as the students come forward and then line up according to how the students will be granted their degree. I ask that you put your phones on silence so that not to disrupt the ceremony. So now I would once again like to call on President and Vice Chancellor Greg Keith, who will preside over the convocation for 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Critchley. Greetings and welcome again to all. Today marks not only a major milestone for our graduates and their family and friends, but also for the University of Prince Edward Island. It is a very special honor for me to preside at this, the first convocation at the UPEI Cairo campus, as well as the first convocation among the Universities of Canada and Egypt campuses. The University of Prince Edward Island has a long-standing tradition of academic excellence dating back to the early 19th century with its roots in our founding institutions, Prince of Wales College and St. Dunstan's University. UPEI proudly displays the historic symbols of these institutions in positions of honor within the shield that anchors the university's official coat of arms and flag, which is featured this evening on the stage. Ranked consistently among the top 10 primarily undergraduate universities in Canada, UPEI offers a wide range of programs and degrees to undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students. Home to Canada Research Chairs, UNESCO chairs, endowed and sponsored research chairs, 3M National Teaching Fellows, UPEI offers its students access to exceptional faculty, researchers, and staff. Students come from all walks of life, from the local, regional, national, and international locations to study at UPEI in Canada. In the fall of 2021, international students from 98 students comprise 30% of the university's total enrollment of students. This tradition of excellence and global reach now extends to the UPEI Cairo campus, the first international branch campus in the new administrative capital. The university is proud to be offering our students in Egypt the best in higher education. Graduates, a heartfelt congratulations to each one of you. You have worked hard and can be extremely proud of what you have achieved. My congratulations also goes to the parents, family members, friends, faculty, and staff, and to everyone who has played a role in assisting our graduates to navigate their journey to reach this milestone. And speaking of journeys, who would have believed that over 2 years ago, in March 2020, the world would begin a global pandemic journey that continues to this day? Because of COVID-19, words like social distancing, mandatory masks, hand sanitizer, asynchronous, hybrid, and so many others connected to the pandemic would become part of our daily vernacular. While I won't be disappointed when many of these terms disappear, the one word that should remain in your vocabulary is resilience. Everyone at the UPEI Cairo campus, students, faculty, and staff had to adjust very quickly to new ways of teaching, learning, and working due to the pandemic. However, no group has had more challenges than the class of 2022. You showed incredible poise and resilience. Graduates, when you began your studies, you could not have envisioned that you would be completing your degree in the throes of a global pandemic. And yet, despite the challenges, you adapted. Amid the uncertainty, you persevered. And through it all, you showed an exceptional capacity for resilience. We all think about something different when we hear the word resilience. If you're an entrepreneur or will become one, you might think about your company's resilience in the face of uncertain economic environments. For example, in this time of inflation. In science and engineering, resilience is the ability of a material to return to its original state after being strained. Sometimes you might think of the people who have inspired you because they have overcome difficult circumstances in their lives. All these examples of resilience boil down to the ability to bounce back. It's the ability to recover quickly from difficulties, rebound from life's adversities, and cope with the stresses of everyday living. And if we as educators have done our job, you have learned how to convert obstacles into opportunities. You have grown wiser with the experience. You have become creative at problem solving. You have developed the ability to be flexible in your mindset, and you have become more compassionate with yourselves and with others. You have proven that you are resilient. The adversity we have faced together makes us all stronger. I fully expect that the class of 2022 will become among UPEI's most accomplished. This quality of resilience will carry you in all the challenges you will face throughout your life. Graduates, throughout your academic journey, you have shown your dedication to excellence. The disciplinary expertise you have gained as a result will serve you well. And when you combine this expertise with the resilience you have developed, no challenge will be too great. You are well equipped to reach your full potential, solve pressing problems, contribute to a more just, more equitable society, and to make a profound impact in your community, whether it be here in Egypt or around the world. The community of scholars and staff at the UPEI Cairo campus share a vision of supporting our students to grow to their full potential and to make connections both inside and outside the classroom. Graduates, please join me in acknowledging our dedicated faculty and staff who have encouraged you in acquiring the skills, knowledge, and understanding that contributed to our development. Let's give them a round of applause. To the parents, partners, family members, and friends of our graduates, I thank you for your wholehearted support of our students. They have worked so hard in the past number of years to realize their dreams. Your encouragement and support have been invaluable to their success. Again, let's show our thanks with a round of applause. And if I may offer our graduates a word of advice before I conclude, as you advance through life, stay bold in your pursuits, but humble in your accomplishments. Stay resilient in the face of challenges, but firm in your core values. And finally, please stay connected with your Panther for Life family, a family of more than 26,000 UPEI alumni from around the world. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you and inspired by you. Faculty, family, and friends, please join me in giving another round of applause to the class of 2022.
Hello again. In my incitement and in my anticipation of tonight's event, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Kim Kirchley, and I'm the provost of the UPEI Cairo campus here in Egypt. And it is a pleasure, my pleasure, to be your MC for tonight's event. So now I'd like to call upon Dr. Magdi El-Kadi. He is the chair of the Board of Governors for the Universities of Canada. And as you know, the Universities of Canada is the host for this graduation for the 2022 graduates.
مساء الخير ومعلش هو انا السبيتش بتاعي كانت المفروض تتحط هنا ما اتحطتش فانا هتكلم بقى من دماغي يعني اوكي دي saved me. Don't worry حبيبي. Don't worry. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It's my pleasure actually to welcome everybody. Your Excellency, esteemed platform members, distinguished guests, our beloved students and parents. Dreams come true after all. Dreams, however, can only be realized through dedication and hard work. Please allow me to brief you about the story of blood, sweat, and tears that led to this remarkable achievement. Inspired by Egypt's 2030 vision, 5 years ago, our group dreamed of establishing the first international campus in the new administration capital of Egypt. To achieve our dream, we leveraged the support of our stakeholders by committing to several promises. We had our first promise to the President Sisi. I remember that was in the presence of General Kamil Wazir, who we actually promised him to build a smart campus, similar and better than the universities that we host. And actually, we promised him to build it in 1 year, and we did it, built it in 1 year. To the Egyptian higher education community, we promised to host globally accredited universities of highest quality. To our Canadian partners, we promised to provide the best facilities and resources that will enable them to provide an educational environment on par, if not better than the parent campus. To our students and parents, we promised to equip them with the skills and knowledge they need to realize their potential and pursue their dream careers. To the Egyptian society, we promised to contribute to the Egyptian community development, particularly on the front of women empowerment and sustainability. Our celebration today proved that we have fulfilled these promises. Words of appreciation are due to many, but allow me to mention a few if times permits. We need actually, and this is from our heart, we need actually to thank President Sisi for the trust he actually put it on us to build that campus in 2017. And I promised him, and in the presence of General Kamel, that we will do that in 1 year. And actually, without the president, I don't think we could finish that task. The second action in the role during hard time to build that campus was Lieutenant General Kamil Wazir. He is now Minister of Transportation, but he was, during this time, the head of the Military Engineering Commission. The appreciation to him that he helped us with the team of the minister of the administration company, and they actually gave us the full support to finish that task in 1 year. Thank you, Minister Kamil. UPEI University and Prince Edward Island Education Ministry, as they actually the first partner who believed on us. Minister, thank you very much. President Keefe, thank you very much. The Canadian ambassador, Mr. Louis Dumas, who unfortunately couldn't join us today due to official meetings with Canadian and Egyptian officials right now, and his incredible team. Jasmine, thank you very much. The Egyptian Ministry of Higher Education, with a great support from His Excellency, Professor Khalid Abdulafar. Professor Khalid, thank you very much, and I extend my appreciation to you and all the team at the ministry. Thank you very much. Our great human capital, my colleagues, those I do proud of them, the faculty, members, and staff, those who actually without them, we couldn't actually do anything. Those actually, we owe them a lot, that they shaped our graduates of class 2022. Finally, I would like to thank our board of Canwell Canada, who actually trust Dr. Rami Salam and myself to do the hard work here and to finish this job. And before closing down, I would like to recognize our new international branch, Cairo campus, Ryerson University, the most innovative Canadian university that will become a part of our success story, starting, inshallah, this September. We look forward to celebrating its third graduate class as well. Thank you very much and have a nice evening.
Dr. Magdi? Dr. Magdi? Dr. Magdi? I would ask you to acknowledge His Excellency, the Honorable Kamal, and to bring his remarks.
سيادة الفريق كامل الوزير. بالتالي ما فيش حد في مصر ما يعرفش مين كامل الوزير. أعتقد حضراتكم وانتوا جايين حسيتوا بإن مستر كامل الوزير موجود في كل حتة. فاحنا الحقيقة بنحييه. حضرتك مشكورا، بس يعني في ووردز للناس. أنا عارف حضرتك في كلمة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. معالي السيدة ناتالي جيبسون، وزير التعليم والتعليم المستمر بكندا. السيد الدكتور مجدي القاضي رئيس الجامعة الكندية بمصر. زملائي معالي الوزراء. في البداية اسمحوا لي أن أتقدم ومع جميع العاملين في وزارة النقل وهيئتها وشركاتها بخالص التعازي والمواساة لقداسة البابا تدرس وأسر ضحايا الحادث الأليم اللي وقع اليوم بكنيسة المنيرة بمنطقة الجيزة. وأود أن أعبر عن شكري وتقديري لدعوتي لحضور هذا الحفل، حفل جامعة الملك إدوارد بالعاصمة الإدارية الجديدة وتخريج دفعة 2022، والذي يعد الفرع الدولي الأول للجامعة الذي يتم إنشاؤه خارج كندا. ويسعدني ويشرفني أن أكون بين هذه الكوكبة من الأساتذة الأجلاء وأبناء الطلبة في هذا الاحتفال الكبير وهذا الصرح التعليمي المتطور الذي يواكب الخطط التعليمية الطموحة لمصر في الجمهورية الجديدة التي أرسى قواعدها وأسسها السيد الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي، والذي كان لقراره بإنشاء فروع لجامعات عالمية في مصر وتشجيعه ومتابعته المستمرة أكبر الأثر في نجاح هذا الصرح العلمي الكبير، واللي حملني رسالة أنقلها لحضراتكم جميعا، وهي شكره وتقديره لمجلس إدارة الجامعة وعلى رأسهم الدكتور مجدي القاضي، الذي لولا إصراره وعزيمته ما كان هذا الصرح. يوميا كان بيكلمني ومعايا معالي الوزير الدكتور خالد عبد الغفار، يعني عندنا كده ضاغط علينا كابس على نفسنا يوميا إلى أن صدر لي القرار بإنشاء أو البدء في إنشاء الجامعة يمكن حتى قبل ما كان ياخد التصديق. يعني قبل ما ياخد التصديق الكتابي القانوني بدأ بوعد من الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي لما اتقابلنا معاه ان ابدأ فورا، بس بشرط ان انت قدامك سنة تكون انشأت الجامعة وبدأت دراسة في العام القادم. وفعلا اوفى الدكتور مجدي القاضي، بحييه وكلكم حيوه معايا على اصراره وعلى جديته في التعامل مع هذا الامر، مما كان له الاثر الكبير في ان الجامعه دي ترى النور فعلا بعد عام واحد من بدء في تنفيذها في 2017، ويخش اول دفعه اللي احنا بنحتفل بيها معاكم النهارده تتخرج. بدات دخلت 2018 تتخرج النهارده في 2022. ايضا شكر وتقدير لكل القائمين على الجامعه، وخاصه الفريق الكندي او المجموعه الكنديه، وطبعا معالي وزيره التعليم والتعليم المستمر اللي بتشرفنا النهارده، مما كان له فعلا اثر كبير جدا في تسهيل اجراءات انشاء هذه الكليه، اللي هي فعلا فرع لجامعه عالميه او اول فرع لجامعه عالميه زي الجامعه الكنديه خارج كندا، واول جامعه تقام في العاصمه الاداريه الجديده. ايضا ببلغ ولادنا الخريجين مباركه وتحيات وتقدير الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي ليكم، وربنا يوفقكم ان شاء الله في حياتكم العمليه. يعني عشان ما اطولش عليكم وقبل ما اختتم كلمتي، اسمحوا لي فعلا اعبر عن سعادتي اليوم وانا في هذا المكان. يعني اللي وفقنا ربنا سبحانه وتعالى على ان انا اكون احد المساهمين مع الدكتور خالد عبد الغفار وزير التعليم العالي انذاك والدكتور مجدي القاضي، ان احنا نتعاون ونطلع هذا المشروع العظيم للنور. بطلب طلب بقى، بما ان انا حاليا وزيرا للنقل. احنا لما بدأنا نعمل الجامعة كنت رئيس الهيئة الهندسية، وكنت لا اعلم في يوم من الايام ان القدر يعني هيضعني ويشرفني سيادة الرئيس بتعييني وزيرا للنقل. انا بطلب زي ما طلبت من الدكتور خالد عبد الغفار قبل كده لما كان وزيرا للتعليم العالي، الكلام ده من 10,000 سنة ولا حاجة. طلبت منه ان يبقى عندنا في مصر كلية هندسة نقل. انا مهندس مدني ومتخرج من الكلية الفنية العسكرية قسم انشاءات، ولكن ورحت وزيرا للنقل. لقيت مفيش خالص في مصر كلية لهندسة النقل او حتى قسم الهندسة النقل متخصص في الجامعات المصرية، في كليات الهندسة المصرية. كلنا درسنا انشاءات، كلنا درسنا سويل ميكانكس، درسنا ستيل، درسنا ستراكشر، درسنا كونكريت، درسنا كل الحاجات اللي ممكن تأهلنا نبقى مع شوية خبرة نبقى مهندسين نقل، ولكن ما فيش كلية هندسة نقل ولا قسم نقل. أنا طلبت من صديقي وأخي الدكتور مجدي القاضي ومن إدارة الجامعة الإدارة الكندية الرشيدة إن يبقى هي الجامعة الكندية أول جامعة، زي ما هي أول جامعة اتعملت في العاصمة الإدارية الجديدة وأول فرع الجامعة الكندية خارج كندا، يبقى برضو علشان تبقى هي الأول في كل حاجة، تبقى هي أول جامعة يبقى فيها كلية أو على الأقل قسم الهندسة النقل داخل كلية الهندسة اللي موجودة واللي هتنشأ جديد العام القادم زي ما سمعت من الدكتور مجدي القاضي. بشكركم، آسف إن كنت طولت عليكم. مرة تانية بهدلكم تحيات الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي، تحياتي الشخصية ليكم للخريجين، شكري وتقديري للقائمين على الجامعة، وكل سنة وانتم طيبين، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
معالي الوزير، انت كنت كل مرة تقول لي سنة، بس انا اوعدك يا فندم في سبتمبر الجاي ده هتلاقي تخصص النقل حضرتك موجود عندنا ان شاء الله.
سبتمبر
ده يا فندم.
22
ده يا فندم.
ونحتفل معاهم سبتمبر 28.
العميد موجود هناك يا فندم اهو.
هتابعه كل يوم وهجيله وهنختار البرامج مع بعض والمواد مع بعض ان شاء الله، عشان فعلا نطلع لمصرنا مهندس نقل متميز ان شاء الله باذن الله.
ان شاء الله.
شاكرين.
حضرتك ممكن تقبل منا يا فندم باسمي واسم البورد بتاع يونيفرسيتي اوف كندا هديه صغيره حضرتك.
شاكرين.
So I invite you all to sit back and relax and watch a video that outlines the journey of UPEI Cairo that Dr. Mahdi and His Excellency Minister Kamel have spoken about. The video is called From Dream to Reality.
From one stone set in a desert to a fully fledged and exceptional facility. From a vision to a revolutionary educational experience. In 5 years, and with hard work, steady steps, and strong faith, the universities of Canada went from being a dream to being among the top educational facilities in the Middle East. Our campus is not only the first international branch campus in Egypt, it's also a smart, dynamic, and inclusive environment that we designed to welcome, embrace, and motivate our students. From the moment we opened our gates, we invested in our students. We brought together the Canadian environment, world-class education, and state-of-the-art facilities, along with the Egyptian identity and values, offering them a one-of-a-kind experience in the comfort of their homeland. We invested in their future with unique futuristic programs, fully equipped labs with the latest technologies, and brand new teaching methods that prepares them for rapidly changing and competitive markets. We invested in their well-being through establishing an effective wellness center and granting them access to top-notch athletic facilities. We invested in their careers through co-op programs, internships, and workshops. From the moment we opened our gates, we've been creating a new leading generation of change makers. And today, we witness the live and tangible success that will lead the way for much more.
Okay. Yaha Omar is one of our graduates from the Faculty of Business. Yaha has been chosen as this year's valedictorian to represent the class of 2022. Please join me in welcoming Yaha to the stage.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Kim. Faculty, staff, prestigious guests, beloved families, friends, and my fellow graduates. Today is not just the day we receive our bachelors. Today is the day we celebrate. Today is the day we celebrate all the hard work we've done for the past 4 years. Today is the day we celebrate who we were once we started the journey and who we grew up into becoming because of it. Today, we celebrate our memories, our successes and failures, our good and bad times, our worst and best memories. Today, we celebrate each other. As I stand here in front of each and every one of you today, I'm taken back to 4 years ago when each one of us came in through those gates and we found something that no one thought that we'd find in the middle of nowhere, our future. What a lot of people don't know is that most of the graduating class, if not then all of us, did not come here for the same reason. For some, it was an internationally recognized Canadian degree. For others, it was our gateway to traveling abroad. But no matter what the reason was that brought us here, there's something that we all share. That is, as the first year passed, we all had the opportunity to leave. But we all chose to stay. However, this time it wasn't for the degree, it wasn't for the opportunities, and it wasn't for the lack of options. We stayed because we found something in this university. We saw something in each other. 1 year, that's all it took. 1 year in the middle of nowhere, we became more than just students. We became friends. We became a family. Because in the end, we all came here by chance, but we stayed by choice. So we went on for 3 more years, and it was an emotional roller coaster, to say the least. We studied, we partied, we had fun. We broke down, we set fire to the game room along with some of our students. Sorry, Aluda. We broke a few things along the way. We started our own band, we went into student government, we came out of student government. We discovered special rap talents and random marketing classes. Shout out to Jannah and Nader. We celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, and special moments together. All in all, we had the best 4 years of our lives together. But you guys want to know a little secret? The best years of our lives are not over. They're yet to come. All of us, every single one of us, have a long way to go. There are still hundreds of people we're still going to meet, thousands of moments we are yet to experience, and millions of different experiences we are yet to see, and still different versions of ourselves we are yet to discover. So, from one graduate to another, I ask of you for one thing as you go on to the next best years of your lives. Go on with love. Love what you're doing, love your life, love your friends, love your coworkers, but above all, love yourself. And we'll come back here for our union, whether it's in 10, 20, or even 30 years from now. I ask of you for one thing, that is to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And I honestly, for one, cannot wait to see what all of you become by then. That actually raises the question, what will all of us become by then? When I came to think of that, I was taken back to when we were little kids, barely starting preschool. Our teachers and friends asked us, what do you want to be when you grow up? Our answers were always childish. It's always along the lines of fairies, pirates, or in my case, I want to be a superhero. Once we grew up a little more and went into middle school, the question got asked again. Now that you're finishing middle school, what do you want to be when you grow up? Our answers were always along the lines of astronauts, singers, in my case, an actor. Once we grew up a little more and started high school, the question got a little more serious. Now that you're finishing off high school, you need to make a choice. What do you want to be when you grow up? That was it. That was the moment where our choice had no turning point. So, some of us chose to be an engineer. Others chose to be a video game programmer. Me, I chose to be an entrepreneur. And that was that. We all made that choice. But yet, here we are, graduating, and the question gets asked again. Now that you've graduated, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's like the answer was never good enough. But how about this? I want to be as creative and outgoing as Malak al-Sha'r. I want to have the musical talents and rock out every night as Ra'i Sameh. I want to be as resilient and strong-minded as Julie Yaqub. I want to be as hardworking and skillful as Abdurrahman Ghannam. I want to be as adventurous and as friendly as Maryam Firwiz. I want to be as determined and as motivated as Ahmed Shakir. I want to be as smart and as compassionate as Salma Qasim. I want to be an inspiring entrepreneur like Nader Sobhi. I want to be as extravagant and as stylish as Nisma Shaheen. I want to be as stylish and loving as Batul Hamad. I want to be as kind with a heart of gold as Salma Sharif. I want to be all of you, but if I stand here naming each and every single one of you, the list will just go on and on and on. I want to be all of you, because somewhere along the past 4 years, you guys did not only become my friends or my family, you guys became my dreams, my goals, my wishes, but most of all, you guys became a huge part of me and who I am, and that I will forever be grateful. So thank you. This whole night would not have been possible if it was not for the people that stood by us every step of the way, the people who sacrificed their time, goals, and dreams for us to be standing here tonight. So for that, firstly, I'd like to ask the academic staff and faculty to stand up for me. Please, can all you stand? Yeah. These people standing right there, they are our mentors, our teachers, our professors, our teaching assistants. Without them, none of us would be standing here tonight. And for that, I thank you. Can we please give them a round of applause? Secondly, there are a lot of people to thank. There are still people who made us snacks on stressful finals nights, the one who took us shopping when we broke down from all the stress, and the ones who were always there to give us the support we needed that gave us that final push for us to be here today. So, to every friend, every cousin, every aunt and uncle, every grandpa and every grandma, every sister and every brother, but above all, every father and every mother, thank you. Thank you for believing in us and showing us a way to a better future. When they came and asked us what we wanted our graduation to look like, we all agreed that we wanted it to be a monumental thank you to you. We only wish that we can repay half of what all of you have done for us. And I don't think we can ever repay all of the things you've done for us. But one thing's for sure, we will never stop trying. But personally, and this is the part where I do get a little bit personal, I'd like to thank 3 special people in my life. First, I'd like to thank the biggest source of all of my headaches, my sister, the greatest gift that I've ever gotten in life. The person who always put a smile on my face, the one that never fails to cheer me up, and the one who always gets on my last nerve, especially when she steals my car. I love you with every bit of my heart. You're the greatest gift that has ever been given to me, and I could not have asked for a better best friend, a better support system, or a better lifeline. Secondly, I'd like to thank the man who single-handedly put me on this journey. The man who did not only give up his dreams, but also his goals, career, and family, just so I can prosper. So to my father, I know it's been a hard journey, and I know I never made it easy on you, but I will spend the rest of my life trying to repay you for half of what you've done for me. If I do that, then I'll consider myself lucky. Baba, I know you think that we don't see what you do for us, but I'm here today to tell you, I see you, I love you, and I'm proud to call you my father. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being my backbone. And lastly, but certainly not least, to the greatest woman of all time, my mother. You are the entire reason why I want to be valedictorian, just so I can come up here and tell you how much I love you, how much I am grateful for you in front of everyone here. You are my heart, my reason to keep going, and my inspiration. You truly are my life's blessing, and I do not know what I would do without you. There are not enough words that can describe what you have done for me. So, until one day when I can give you what I promised you, I'll suffice saying this. My inspiration, my guardian angel, my life's blessing. Thank you. Fellow graduates, this night is almost perfect for so many of us, but it is missing a few people that we have lost along our wondrous journey. People who would have given up anything to be here with us tonight. People who only dreamed of them being here. But the truth is, they're all here. They're all watching us get our degrees and say our speeches with pride and honor. So to every relative and friend that we have lost along our wondrous journey, thank you. Thank you for supporting and nurturing us. But above all, thank you for never leaving our sides, even after our parting. So as we move on from today, we can only wish that you are watching from up above with pride, with love, and with honor. Well, I think I prolonged the speech quite enough, and we have an after party to get to. So, to all of my friends of the graduating class of 2022, I wish you the best of luck, best of fun, and best of memories going forward. I, for one, know that all of the memories you have helped me make in the past 4 years will forever be the best 4 years of my life. Congratulations, you guys. We did it!
Thank you so very much. That was an absolutely phenomenal speech, and I thank you for it. Dr. Magdi would like to come to the podium for a quick announcement.
أنا يعني we do have an honor. Number one, إن إحنا عندنا Minister of Sports and Youth. أنا هتكلم بس بالعربي if you don't mind me. That's you do have a translation already. دكتور أشرف، شرف كبير لينا وحضرتك دورك هيجي. أنا بس حبيت أترحب بحضرتك لأن إحنا دورنا زي ما اتفقت مع حضرتك كبير في تأهيل الشباب هنا هو. وأنا الحقيقة بردك عايز أرحب بصديق عزيز وهنيه على منصبه الجديد معالي الوزير الدكتور أيمن عاشور. ألف مبروك يا فندم ونرحب بيك حضرتك. اتفضل يا فندم.
The Honorable Dennis King is Premier of the Canadian island or the Canadian province of Prince Edward Island. He is not able to be here with us tonight, but he graciously prepared a short video congratulating the class of 2022. I ask you just to relax, sit back, and enjoy the video.
Hello. I want to start by saying congratulations to the inaugural graduates of the UPEI Cairo campus. You're the first of many who will come and complete their educational journey at this campus and join the worldwide network of well-educated, accomplished, and dedicated individuals who proudly call themselves Panther alumni. To the 45 graduates who will cross the stage today, you should all be very proud of yourselves. You completed this journey during one of the most uncertain times around the world, but you stayed focused, you stayed committed, and you rose to the challenges to get till today. Your drive and determination is something that will make you better prepared for the journey that is ahead of you as you embark on the next stages of your lives. Today is a milestone, and I hope there are many more to come. So as you celebrate today and prepare to move into the next chapter of your lives, please remember, never stop growing, never stop exploring, never stop being curious, and most importantly, never stop learning and challenging yourself. You are all destined for great things. So congratulations and welcome to the UPEI Panther family.
So now I once again call upon President Vice Chancellor Dr. Greg Keith for the conferring of the degrees.
We shall now proceed with the granting of degrees. All the candidates present at Convocation today, please rise to be recognized by your colleagues and the community. Please stand. I hereby award each of you the degree to which you have earned from the University of Prince Edward Island with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I also award the degree in absentia to those whose records have been certified by the Senate, but who cannot be present at today's convocation. We will now proceed with the presentations. Graduates, please take your seats.
I ask Dr. Tarek Mahdi, Dean of the Faculty of Business, and Dr. Hadia Hammy, Associate Dean of the Faculty of Business, to come to present the degrees of Business Administration.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degrees of Bachelor of Business Administration and degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Cooperative Education, those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
For the Bachelor in Business Administration, Ahmed Alaa Mohammed Mohsen. أحمد محمد أحمد حلمي شاكر. أحمد مصطفى أحمد فتحي محمود. علي هشام حسين إبراهيم غانم. كارول مدحت ميلاد أنيس ميخائيل. فرح باسم السيد حسين. فرح جاسر حسين كامل مصطفى. جنة موسى صلاح الدين موسى. جولي مجدي رياض يعقوب ميخائيل. ملك حازم خليل محمد الشاعر. مريم محمد فروز. محمد أيمن صلاح الدين محمد حمادة القاضي. نادر هاني صبحي صادق. نسمة عادل عبد الجليل شاهين. نور أيمن مرسي شحاتة. عمر باسل محمد الهادي عبد المؤمن حجازي. روان أحمد محمد عادل طه إبراهيم. رودانيا بهاء الدين محمد خليل بدوي. And let's stop here for a second. The award of our highest achiever goes to Salma Fathi Ramadan Mitwalli Qasim. طارق خالد محمد السيد علي. يحيى عمر عبد العزيز عبد العال محمد. يارا وائل سلامة نصر سيد. يوسف محمد ممدوح حامد. And in the Bachelor of Business Administration with Cooperative Education. البتول عصام الدين محمد علي حماد. كريم رائف إميل الجمال. سلمى شريف أحمد دكروري. سامح فايق فريد يونان.
I now ask Dr. Ahmed Al-Sheikh, Associate Dean of Science, to come and present the degrees in science.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, on behalf of Dr. Nola Etkin, the Dean of Science, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
The Bachelor in Science, and on behalf of Dr. Ahmed Al-Sheikh, Abdulrahman Hosni Tawfiq Ghannam. كريم منير عبد المنعم سيد البواط. And our top achiever, Omar Ayman عبد المنعم التوني.
I will add that Dr. Ahmed Al-Sheikh was representing Dean Nola Aiken, who is the Dean of Science at the University of Prince Edward Island, Canada. I will now ask that Dean Wayne Peters Dean of the Faculty of Sustainable Design Engineering, and Dr. Rasha El-Shafre, the Associate Dean of the Faculty of Sustainable Design Engineering, to come and present the engineering degrees.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Sustainable Design Engineering, those students whose names will be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
علي محمد علي أحمد عبد الحفيظ. فرح محمد رشدي. جورج سامح سلامة ميخائيل. جولي ميلاد حبيب بشار. خالد محمد أحمد كمال مختار. مينا أشرف ماجد سموين. نورين طارق السيد عبد الحميد السيد. رائي سامح جورج سليم. Congratulations. And we'll pause here for the award of the top achiever, Reem Isam Nasr. Congratulations. زياد محمد عبد الحق حشمة.
Just a small correction, the top achiever for the Bachelor of Science in Mathematical and Computational Science is Karim Al-Bouati.
The Universities of Canada has very graciously provided an award for the top overall student of the three programs. This year, the award is presented to Ms. Selma Kassan from the Faculty of Business. I ask that the President come to center stage to present this award.
I'm fine. Now my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Minister Natalie Jameson, Minister of Education and Lifelong Learning for the Government of Prince Edward Island. Minister Jameson will now address the graduates.
Salam alaikum. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be here today, celebrating with all of you, the first graduating class of the University of Prince Edward Island, Cairo. I want to recognize President El-Sisi for his vision, Minister Kamal El-Wazir, Minister Abdel El-Ghaffar, and Minister Ayman Ashur, Minister Ashraf Sobi, and also I would like to thank Dr. Magni Al-Qadi, Dr. Rami Salam, Dr. Hajia Hamdi, Dr. Rasha El-Shafai, Dr. Ahmed Al-Sheikh, Dr. Mohammed Salama, and Dr. Kim Krishley, and also Jasmine Wahab and Joseph Tadros of the Embassy of Canada. Thank you for joining us here on this auspicious occasion, and a heartfelt thanks to the faculty and staff of UPEI, many of whom have traveled a great distance to be with us here today. I also want to thank the UPEI administration and a heartfelt thanks to the outstanding faculty and staff at UPEI. I also want to thank the UPEI administration as well as the University of Canada and Egypt, who had the vision and the tenacity to make this campus a reality. You are a tremendous partner, and we are grateful for the education you provide to so many young people here in Cairo and around the world. Thank you for bringing UPEI to the international stage, for choosing such a beautiful place to establish this campus. You know, I have traveled all around the world, and while I've only been here for a few days, I am blown away by the warmth and the kindness that has been extended to me here in Egypt. The culture, the history, the beauty, this place is an awakening of the senses. Thank you for the invitation to be with you here today as your guest speaker. I am so happy to see firsthand the inaugural convocation and celebrate with the first graduating class of UPEI Cairo. In the decades to come, people will look back at you as the trailblazers and will be thankful for the risks you took and how hard you worked to be here today. You will go down in history, and I am so proud and honored that you have invited me to be here to celebrate this occasion with you. I want to recognize the families and loved ones of our graduates. Thank you for being an encouragement to these students and supporting them in their pursuit of higher education. As a parent myself, I know how much we care about our children. We want the best for them. We want them to be prepared to enter adulthood as good citizens, as good people. Thank you for supporting these students and encouraging them every step of the way. And now I want to take a few minutes and talk to the graduates. First of all, congratulations. You made it, and we are all so proud of you. You will leave here today with a global education, a degree from the University of Prince Edward Island. You have accomplished so much these past 4 years, both inside and outside the classroom. I know you have learned many theories and a tremendous amount of academic excellence, but I also hope that you have learned perseverance, teamwork, determination, courage, and resilience. How you handle difficult situations and the challenges you faced during your schooling, these are all signs of your character. It is your character, how you treat others, how you respect the world around you, your work ethic, and the choices you make. These are all signs of who you truly are. The fact that you are here today, standing shoulder to shoulder with your classmates, shows me that you have followed through, that you've learned the value of hard work and determination. These are all strong character traits that will serve you well throughout your life. I would like to share with you a personal story. I am a UPEI graduate myself, and I know firsthand what an accomplishment it is. I also know how powerful a degree from UPEI can be to your life and your career as you move forward. You know, I can remember as if it were yesterday, walking across the stage, just like you did today. And I remember shaking the hand of the Chancellor of UPEI at the time, Mr. Bill Andrew, and receiving my degree. I remember what an impactful moment that was in my life. How all those years of studying in high school to get into university, and then the years in university working towards that day, this day, for you. I can remember those emotions that poured over me in that moment. And I'm sure many of you are experiencing those same feelings and emotions right now. Feelings of pride, of joy, of happiness and excitement, but also perhaps feelings of fear and anxiety and what comes next. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. And while I know everyone's path will be different, I can tell you with certainty, the degree you now hold, with that document, you can let go of some of that fear and anxiety and know that with this in your hand, you will always stand out. And by now you may be saying, oh yes, these are just things people say at a convocation. But let me tell you, this is a true story about a young woman who used a degree at UPEI to start a career. You see, I was not born a politician as the Minister of Education and Lifelong Learning. No, I had a career prior to my time in this role, one for which I'm very proud of. And I would like to tell you about how that career began, and it all started with UPEI. Very soon after receiving my degree, I wrote a letter to former Chancellor, Mr. Bill Andrew. I told him how hard I had worked and how proud I was to be holding this degree and to have received it from him. Mr. Andrew also happened to be the CEO of Penn West Energy at the time, which was a major energy company in Western Canada. I told him that I wanted a job working for his company. It was bold and it was a brave thing to do, but guess what? It worked. Mr. Andrew recognized the value of that document that I held, the same one that you hold now. He told me that he would give me an opportunity to work in the company's graduate rotation program. And in doing so, over the course of the next 10 years, I had the opportunity to work in public relations, treasury, commodities marketing, information systems, internal auditing, human resources, and recruiting, all while working alongside many of the brightest engineers in the business, many of whom were also graduates of UPEI. These people not only became my professional colleagues, but also some of my best friends, relationships that are among the best and strongest all these years later, started with the document that you now hold. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand how valuable it is. But more importantly, I want you to understand how to use that document in your hand. A Canadian education is revered with the high standards of academics and the value it represents. And your degree will hold weight as you seek graduate opportunities or move into the workforce. As you go into the workforce or wherever life takes you, remember how hard you worked and that you are capable. Stay connected with your professors and deans, your fellow students, and with us here before you. I encourage you to show your passion, your courage, and your true character in all situations. Be brave and be bold. In closing, I will end the same way that I started, by saying what is most important today. Congratulations. Be proud of your accomplishments, continue to work hard, be courageous, and treat others well. You are graduating as global citizens, and I'm confident that each of you has the ability to inspire and be leaders in our world. Take a moment to celebrate and to enjoy. We need you to make the world a better place. For you, your friends, your family, your fellow students and your professors, for your beautiful country in Egypt, and for mine back in Canada, for the world as a whole. It is amazing what can be accomplished when brilliant minds like yours come together and work on a common goal. Again, thank you for inviting me to be here with you today. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Minister. I would now like to call on Ms. Jasmine Wahib, Commercial Counselor and Senior Trade Commissioner with Global Affairs Canada, to bring greetings from the Embassy. Jasmine.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate the valedictorian on his awesome speech. You have a public speaker career in front of you. Your parents must be very proud. And I have to attest to the fact that I'm very happy to see how much you all love and appreciate and admire each other. That's inspiring, definitely. And it's a testament to the welcoming nature of Egypt. That's the feeling I got when I came here, and I see it again at a graduation. Before going further, I would just like to say 2 words to provide my condolences and the Government of Canada's condolences and the Embassy of Canada's condolences on the terrible incident that happened today in a church, the terrible fire. Our thoughts are with the affected parties. And before giving the stage back to my fellow colleagues, I'd like to say a few words about the distinguished guests that are here today. I think if you let me, I'll place myself in between, even though I'm probably all of their age, but I'll place myself metaphorically between your new generation and the generation that preceded you. And this generation, their creativity, their innovation, and their hard work explains why we are all here today. You've heard probably in a design school and a modern school, the importance of being creative, innovative. Well, this is what it does. The very existence of this place is a testament to the people here and their desire to improve things and to bring the best and brightest and the most state-of-the-art facility in the world to Egypt. And for that, I wish to express the Government of Canada's gratitude to Dr. El-Kadi, whose tireless efforts have made this campus possible, this international branch possible. But because we don't operate in a vacuum, I'd like to say that without General Minister of Transport, Wazir, this would not exist at all. So thank you, Minister. And Minister Gaffa is the one that made this as an institution possible. And finally, and of course, I was supposed to say finally, forgetting which university I'm in, my apologies. For Canada to arrive in Egypt, there has to be a first step. And I'm very proud that UPEI was the University of Prince Edward Island was the first to enter the new capital this way. And I'm glad that such a high quality Canadian institution was a precursor. And lastly, a quick word about Canada in general. So I'm here representing the federal government. But education in my country, as you might know, is a provincial jurisdiction. So every time you encounter a Canadian university abroad, there is a provincial government that believed in its project and that backed it and supported it and continue to support it today. And this is why I think a big thanks is owed to the government of PEI and to our Excellency, the Honorable Minister Nathalie Jameson of Prince Edward Island, who not only supports this institution, but came all the way to Egypt to attest to that fact. So thank you very much. Congratulations to all the graduates, and I hope to see you in the future. Thank you.
I would now like to call on His Excellency Ashraf Sabi, Minister of Youth and Sports, to address the crowd.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. دكتور جريج كيف رئيس جامعة جزيرة أمير إدوارد كندا، دكتور مجدي القاضي رئيس مجلس أمناء مؤسسة الجامعة الكندية في مصر، مع الوزير ناتالي جانسون وزير التعليم والتعليم المستمر إدوارد يونيفرسيتي آيلاند، أستاذ دكتور خالد عبد الغفار وزير الصحة والسكان، كل التهنئة من شخصي لسيادتك، متمنيا لسيادتك استمرار التوفيق في الملف الجديد، والف مبروك ثقة القيادة السياسية. معالي الوزير السيد الفريق كامل وزير النقل والمواصلات، أهني حضرتك بثقة القيادة السياسية لفترة عمل وزارية جديدة. أستاذ دكتور محمد أيمن عاشور وزير التعليم العالي والبحث العلمي، لقد يعني التقينا وحضرتك كنت نائب الوزير ويعني في صولات وجولات، والآن أهنئ حضرتك على يعني ثقة القيادة السياسية لإكمال المنهج والتطوير لملف التعليم العالي. ألف مبروك. I have a lot of paper to speak, كلام كتير, but I will just speak like that from my heart, from my mind. Thank you for this kind invitations. I have been in Canada. I lived the best time in my life for studying and got the PhD in Ottawa University. So I'm very happy that I am here now for the first premises and university from Canada to Egypt. I'm very happy for that one. As per my position as a Minister of Youth and Sport, I'm not participate in the university from the beginning, but maybe I will be participating in the consumptions and the end result of that. Cause of that, I just ask for the privileges and the guarantees for the athletes and the champions of the sports to have a percentages for discounts from Dr. Magdi. It's very important because we have a lot of MOU with most of the private university. It's very important for our athletes. في الحقيقة أنا ما شاركتش في الإنشاء والتأسيس، لكن هنشترك في الاستهلاك الفترة القادمة، وأنا مبسوط جدا موجود النهاردة كوزارة وزير الشباب والرياضة. الشباب المصري على درجة عالية جدا جدا من التطوير. كل الشكر طبعا من التوجيه الكبير للقيادة السياسية فخامة الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي لهذه الطفرة في كل المشروعات وكل القطاعات اللي اتطورت بشكل كبير، منها التعليم والتعليم العالي. الحقيقة ان يكون في مصر الهاي اند يونيفرسيتيز والجامعات الكبيرة اللي بقت موجودة، وبصفتي كأستاذ جامعة أقدر أقدر هذا وجود هذه الجامعات. طبعا بشكر معالي الوزير خالد عبد الغفار، والشكر موصول لمستقبل هذا العمل معالي الوزير أيمن. حاجة كبيرة جدا إن احنا نضاهي الجامعات العالمية وتكون موجودة بصفة خاصة وإحنا في مدينة مصر المستقبلية، عاصمة المستقبل، العاصمة الإدارية. وطبعا معالي الوزير كامل الوزير بجهده الكبير ويعني مشاركته في الإنشاء بتوجيه القيادة السياسية. شيء مهم جدا نلاقي الشباب المستقبل على درجة عالية من التعليم، ودايما بنقول احنا مستقبلنا باهي وزاهر بشباب مصر اللي بنشوفهم النهارده وبنشوفهم في كل مكان بيتخرج. لكن بجانب ملف تطوير القدرات الشبابيه واستراتيجيه بناء الانسان اللي دايما فخامه الرئيس بيوجه بيها، احنا بننافس الدنيا كلها في الرياضه. بنقول الهاي اند اتس اور تارجتس، احنا حدودنا السماء ونقدر نعمل حاجات كتير في التنافسيه. وصلنا بالملف الرياضه للتنافسيه العالميه بدرجه كبيره جدا، والمدن اللي بتستضيف مصر استضافت 158 بطوله عالم وبطولات اوفيشال اجنده غير النون اوفيشال اجنده الحقيقه. والعالم كله اصبح بليف في الهاب والحاجات التطويريه اللي موجوده في مصر. علشان كده يمكن احنا كمان بندي الابطال الرياضيين والابطال العالميين منح دراسيه جوه مصر في الجامعات الكبيره اللي اصبحت موجوده جوه مصر. بقول للدكتور مجدي احنا عاملين مذكرات تفاهم مع جامعات كتيره جدا للابطال علشان نحمسهم ونحفزهم في العمليه التعليميه. بكلمك يا دكتور مجدي عشان انا بخاطبك بهذا الموضوع، ركز معايا شويه. يعني انا بكلمك انت. فيعني احنا طالبين ان احنا نؤكد على المنح الدراسيه لابطال العالم والابطال، وده شيء مهم جدا لان احنا بنقول لهم مش هتسافر، انت هتكون موجود، احنا بنحتضنك البطل القومي المصري تتعلم، لان بقى موجود الاماكن اللي يكون فيها افضل تعليم للابطال. احنا واخدين اولمبيكس واخدين ابطال عالم وابطال كبيره جدا، وهنحافظ على شبابنا بوجودهم بالمنح الدراسيه اللي موجوده. فخلاص يا دكتور مجدي ان شاء الله هنشوف دوت. شكرا والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I would now like to call on His Excellency Khalid Abdel Jafar, Minister of Health and Population, to bring remarks.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. في البداية الحقيقة بشكر الدكتور مجدي القاضي وأسرة جامعة مؤسسة الجامعات الكندية وبرنس إدوارد آيلاند يونيفرسيتي على دعوتي النهارده. يمكن ده أول لقاء ليا بعد تولي حقيبة وزارة الصحة والسكان، ويعني أنا متهيألي النهارده يعني برضو مش قادر أنسى التاريخ اللي أنا قعدت فيه 5 سنين ونص تقريبا بنشتغل في التعليم العالي. لكن النهارده كان مهم جدا ان انا اكون موجود علشان احضر حاجه يمكن كانت حلم. انا هتكلم شويه بالعربي وبعدين اقول الفورمال الادرس بتاعتي، لكن يعني خلينا نقول في البدايه ان اللي احنا كنا واقفين فيه ده كله كان فكره ابتدت من سياده الرئيس سنه 2017. وتصوروا كده لما اول واحد يتولى حقيبه التعليم العالي في اول اسبوع في مهامه كان التوجه ازاي هنعمل جامعات دوليه في العاصمه الاداريه الجديده. يمكن يبان الموضوع سهل، لكن الموضوع كتير من اللي قاعدين حضروا معانا التحديات وحضروا معانا المشاكل وحضروا معانا الحلم لحد النهارده ما بقى واقع. الحلم ابتدى بالفكره، ولكن الفكره عشان تتطبق محتاجه تشريع ومحتاجه قانون ومحتاجه ارض ومحتاجه تحديات، ازاي نجيب ميه، ازاي نجيب كهرباء، محتاجه حد يكون عنده ايمان بالفكره زي مجدي القاضي وفريق العمل اللي معاه علشان يحول الحلم ده لحقيقه. كلنا كنا بنحلم وبنروح يمكن اسبوعيا مع الهيئه الهندسيه علشان نقدر نطمئن على تقدم الاعمال طوبه طوبه. كنا بنيجي نشوف الكلام ده هنا، ما كانش سهل، صعب في شتاء وفي صيف وفي ارض مش ممهده، لكن كان الحلم عندنا ان احنا نشوف ولادنا موجودين بيتخرجوا بيفيدوا بلدنا، بيفيدوا مصر، بيفيدوا المجتمع بتعليم راقي، تعليم متميز، يفيد المجتمع كله من ناحيه الجوده والتنافسيه في كل الجامعات المصريه سواء الخاصه او الحكوميه. من خلال الرحله دي كان في عقبات كتير، كان في مشاكل حاولنا نحلها، لكن كلها بتهون لما نيجي النهارده ونشوف دفعه جميله بتتخرج زي اللي انا شايفهم قدامي. ده بيخلينا كلنا نبقى فخورين بان بلدنا حلمت حلم، والحلم ده ما كانش مستحيل، يمكن كان فيه اعجاز لان الوقت اللي اتحقق فيه هذا الحلم وقت قياسي في عمر الزمن. فانا الحقيقه يعني فخور جدا ان انا اكون موجود النهارده يمكن في اليوم الاول لحقيبتي الجديده، لكن الحمد لله قدرت ان انا الحق اشوف نتاج مجهود زمايلي عملوه كتير قبليه ومعايا علشان نقدر النهارده نحتفل ونشوف الولاد الجمال اللي احنا سمعناهم وشفناهم وهم بيتخرجوا ويضيفوا اضافه كبيره لمصر. خلوني Honorable Minister Natalie Jameson, the Minister of Education and Lifelong Learning, Dr. Gregory Keefe, the Vice Chancellor and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. طبعا دكتور أشرف والدكتور أيمن والسادة الحضور من الوزراء والإعلاميين وكل المهتمين ومجلس الإدارة، وأهم أعضاء هيئة التدريس, faculty members of University of Prince Edward Island. I congratulate you because this is because of your effort. Then that's why we are here today, and that's why we're seeing our prosperous graduates coming to Egypt. It's my great pleasure to be with you today to witness such a memorable ceremony. And I would like to commence by welcoming our esteemed Canadian guests among us and are the distinguished elites of professors, scholars, and representatives of the governmental entities. Canada and Egypt have cooperated closely for so many years as partners in the areas of education, science, and research. And now we are consolidating our efforts and working for the future based on common ground of cooperation to benefit both countries and nations. Canada is recognized worldwide for the outstanding quality of education. It has some of the top universities in the world and is a leader in research that challenges lives. Canadian universities share a common culture of quality and excellence, and a commitment to ensuring that high standards are achieved and maintained to their academic programs. Thus, it's a great opportunity for the Egyptian students to receive an internationally recognized education from some of the top educators and academics in the world. In the current global knowledge society, the concept of internationalization of higher education has itself become globalized, demanding future and further consideration of its impact on policy and practice as more countries and institutions around the world engaged in the process. During the past half century, internationalization has evolved from a marginal activity to a key aspect of the reform agenda. No single university, no matter how large or well endowed, can address future challenges by itself. In this area of globalization and interdependence, cooperative partnership with other international institutions of academic excellence are a necessity. In August 2018, the Egyptian government issued the law number 162 of 2018, allowing foreign universities to open international branch campus in the country. It was a challenge, however, with the effort of many of those who believed in the significance of such a concept. we were able to succeed. And within less than 4 years of the low passage, we managed to establish almost 6 IBCs in the new administrative capital that will be offering more than 105 programs, with UPEI as the first ever campus to be operated and established. Thus, founding of the International Branch Campus, the IBCs, is considered an important step for socioeconomic progress, social mobility, a drive for capacity building and developing local higher education systems. Moreover, Egypt this year is adding 12 new national universities and 7 technological universities to our higher education system to reach around 100 universities from public, national, technological, or IBCs, with more in the pipeline. It could very well be said that Egypt is setting a blueprint for the next 30 years to bolster and the system of higher education and scientific research. Finally, to all our graduates, I would like to congratulate you and express how much I'm proud of you for your optimum effort, keeping up the challenges, spirit, and strive. Always endeavor for more in your life, continuous knowledge, understanding, and giving the success. Today, we are celebrating not only the fruits of academic excellence, but also the innovative and intellectual process that led to them. At last, we cannot forget to extend all the gratefulness and the thankfulness to your family members and professors, who I believe were the main pillar of these achievements. They deserve all the respect and appreciation for providing a great support to your journey. Once again, congratulations. And خليني أقول لكم حاجة، الحقيقة لما عملنا البرامج دي كلها كان عندنا تحدي مين الطلبة اللي هيرضوا يجوا هنا. الحقيقة دول أول طلبة يعني وثقوا فينا وقالوا هنسافر وهنيجي في طرق مش ممهدة وهنحاول إن احنا نحضر هذه الجامعة. والأهم من ده وده، مين الأسرة اللي هترضى تجيب ولادها في العاصمة الإدارية الجديدة ونقول لهم دي جامعة جديدة. تحدي كان كبير جدا للولاد والأسرة. فأنا أول دفعة دايما هي دفعة يعني صعبة جدا بالنسبة لنا ودفعة مقدرة جدا بالنسبة لنا. فأنا بشكركم كأسر وكأهالي على ثقتكم فينا، وبشكر ولادنا. وزي ما كان بيقول زميلكم اللي كان بيقول الكلمة بتاعته الجميلة، دي بداية يحيى. البداية دي بداية حياتكم وليست نهاية الطريق، يعني لسه كتير قوي قدامكم. أشوفكم دايما على خير وموفقين بإذن الله. شكرا.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I've been asked by Dr. Al-Kadi to make a special announcement, and he has immediately responded to the challenge of the Minister of Youth and Sports, and he would like me to announce 10 scholarships for athletes at the university. Thank you. I would now like to call on His Excellency Mohammed Aman Ashur, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research. Your Excellency.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I would like to talk in Arabic in the beginning. يعني معالي الوزير الدكتور خالد عبد الغفار، دكتور اشرف بيه صبحي، دكتور كامل الوزير، distinguished guests، الساده الوزراء، الساده الحضور، الطلبه، اولياء الامور، اسمحوا لي اعبر عن مدى سعادتي اليوم. انا عايز اقول انا النهارده لسه حالفين يعني اليمين ومستلم المنصب ما بقاليش كام ساعه، وجاي مخصوص جاي مخصوص الحقيقة، رحلة طويلة من العالمين لغاية هنا مباشرة علشان احتفل بهذا الإنجاز اللي له أكتر من معنى. الحقيقة تخريج أول دفعة من ولادنا من مؤسسة الجامعات الكندية على أرض العاصمة الإدارية الجديدة بالتعاون مع جامعة برنس إدوارد آيلاند، أنا بعتبره مش هو بس الإنجاز الوحيد اللي احنا النهارده فيه. خلينا نقول لحضراتكم، طبعا أنا النهارده أكتر واحد سعيد بهذه التجربة هو معالي الوزير الدكتور خالد عبد الغفار، اللي بنوجه له تحية، لأن النهارده متهيألي معالي الوزير الحلم اللي حضرتك ابتديته ابتدى يجني ثماره، وحضرتك اديت كلمة الحقيقة في منتهى الجمال لأولادنا والأولياء أمورهم اللي هم تحدوا الصعاب عشان النهارده نحتفل بالاحتفالية اللي احنا فيها. زي ما بقول ان مش اول انجاز او مش الانجاز الوحيد الحقيقه هو تخريج الدفعه بتاعت النهارده، ولادي اللي انا فرحان بيهم جدا، وبعتذر ان انا جيت متاخر شويه عليكم لان كان نفسي اشارككم الفرحه دي من بدايتها. انما في عده انجازات النهارده احنا بنحصدها. الانجاز الثاني انجاز التعبير ان مفهوم الانترناشوناليزيشن والشراكات الدولية وأفرع الجامعات الأجنبية النهاردة بنحتفل بأول ثمار هذا الجهد. هذه النتيجة الاي بي سيز والقانون International Branch Campuses اللي كان في 2018 النهاردة بنجني ثمار هذا القانون. وطبعا أنا يعني بوجه التحية برضو لمجلس الشعب والدكتور سامي ولجنة التعليم اللي ساعدت على إصدار مثل هذه القوانين، طبعا اللي بتساعد على تطبيق مفاهيم الانترناشوناليزيشن. الحاجة الثالثة هي البرامج الجديدة والانتر ديسيبلينري بروجرامز والبرامج اللي كنا محتاجينها في التعليم العالي المصري. أنا أعلم تماما إن في برامج جديدة ما كانتش موجودة في الجامعة عندكم. الخريجين بتوعنا اللي بيتخرجوا النهارده بيقدروا يشوفوا نفسهم متميزين عن أقرانهم على المستوى المحلي والإقليمي والدولي. الإنجاز الرابع هي العاصمة الإدارية الجديدة. النهارده كلنا وإحنا موجودين هنا بنحتفل بأن هذه العاصمة اللي هي مستقبل مصر بدأت أيضا تؤتي ثمارها في مجال التعليم. أنا بحيي أولادنا الطلاب، واعذروني أنا يعني هخلص الكلمة سريعا علشان ما أثرش على الجدول بتاعكم. بتمنى لكم كل التوفيق، وبلدنا مستنياكم، بلدنا مستنية الشباب اللي زيكم اللي بيساعدوا في الحقيقة مستقبلها الواعد. أشكركم بالتمنيات بكل التوفيق للمستقبل. شكرا.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Before I yield the podium back to our MC, on behalf of the University of Prince Edward Island, I want to express my sincere appreciation for all of the Egyptian ministers who have been here tonight for their support in the establishment of the UPEI Cairo campus. I also want to acknowledge the Government of Canada representative and the Government of Prince Edward Island representative. Thank you very much, and let's give them all a hand.
Graduates, you are now alumni of the University of Prince Edward Island. As you exited the stage, you received your alumni pins. I'm going to ask our alumni representative, Dean Wayne Peters, to come and address you.
Thank you, Dr. Critchley. Honorable Egyptian ministers, a representative of the Canadian government from the Canadian Embassy, of course, representative from our provincial government, President Al-Kadi, President Keefe, Provost Critchley, Vice President Natterer, fellow deans and associate deans, colleagues, distinguished guests, families and friends, and of course, most importantly, the class of 2022. I'm deeply honored to be here for the inaugural convocation of the UPEI Cairo campus, not only as Dean of the Faculty of Sustainable Design Engineering, but of course, also as an alumnus of the University of Prince Edward Island as well. I won't tell you from how long ago though. And now you, like me, are officially part of an impressive and diverse group of over 26,000 graduates spanning over 80 countries around the world. Congratulations. We're all very proud of your accomplishments. These past few years have been full of learning, laughter, and sometimes some tears, I'm sure. But most of all, you've begun to make life decisions. You may not know exactly where your path will lead you, but with your UPEI degree in hand, you are now armed with a high-quality education to embrace future life decisions and opportunities that come your way. And while we recognize that graduation is an important and exciting time as it marks the end of one UPEI experience, it also marks the beginning of a new one. As alumni, we are all ambassadors of UPEI, and we have the opportunity to participate in and help to shape the future of our university and each of its campuses, both in Charlottetown and here in Cairo. So regardless of where your life may take you, I encourage you to stay connected and engaged with your UPEI community in whatever way you can. Today is your day, so take time to enjoy, to celebrate. And once again, congratulations from all of us. Welcome to the UPEI alumni family. You're now a Panther for life. Thank you.
Students, you're a part of a very distinguished group. So you have the Dean of Engineering as alumni, you have the Minister of Education as alumni, and a little fun fact, our president is also a graduate of UPEI. The students have prepared a very special video for you to watch. They wanted to show you their journey through UPEI. So I'm going to ask Salma Kassem to come to the stage and to present this video.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, for starters, I would like to thank all of the people who gave a word today. Thank you all for your excellence, for your kind words. And I'd like to personally thank Yahya for his amazing speech. It touched us all. Thank you. Good evening, esteemed guests, students, faculty, and parents. Before commencing my speech, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a video that showcases a glimpse of a remarkable and phenomenal journey here at University of Prince Edward Island, Cairo campus. So sit back and relax, enjoy the video.
Okay, we're here. I'm here. Oh my God, I'm actually here. How is it already over? I still remember that first step on campus, my first class, my first friend. I remember the smiling faces and the tired ones, the ones in books and the ones on screens. It all ran by so quickly. All the classes, lunch breaks, football, basketball, the lectures and the practicals, the assignments and the group projects, the ups and the heartbreaks. And of all the big and small, wonderful moments I've had at the University of Prince Edward Island, Cairo campus, I learned that this wasn't the time to make concrete decisions. This was the time to make mistakes, to learn that the hardest days were the ones I'll remember the most. While here, I made all my mistakes, so that when people ask me what I want to be, I won't guess, I'll know. Because when I step onto that stage, I'll have learned the most important lessons. I'll have gained the achievements that no one can take away. I'll have learned who I am and who I want to become.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. You can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You can be the hero, go, breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Never gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name, cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name.
I think it's hard to say anything after watching this video, but I'll try to keep it together and finish the closing remarks. It's like the past 4 years have just flashed by our eyes in this video, hasn't it? Okay. Okay. It is an honor. Okay. It's an honor to stand here with you all tonight, leading the closure of something special, something historic, something that we've all been waiting for. I'd like to start this off by sharing with you a memory that I've had with my first interaction here with UPEI Cairo campus. The first time my mother and I came here to visit the campus in the new capital, a very, very strange thing happened. We got lost. Almost like anyone found their way here for the first time, or even the second time now. And back then, my father was abroad, and he was following up with us, and he called the university's hotline to help us find our way. I remember how they were so responsive and considerate that they were with us along every step of the way, and they actually reached back to my father to comfort him that we've arrived safely. This is the moment that I've recognized something beautiful. Throughout the past 4 years, we witnessed the astounding development of the campus, and that mirrored and reflected how we ourselves grew, prospered, and evolved to be the leaders we are today. And along that journey, we faced some obstacles, and that's okay, because this is how we learn, regardless how idiotic or foolish the mistakes may seem. And from these lessons learned, there is one that I would like to share with you. Never underestimate the power of your willingness to do something. You can fail and try again, and fail and try again, and still fail, but then you don't try again. I'm kidding, you still try again. And I know that this may sound cliche, but trust me, I've tried it and it worked. But let me tell you this, there will come a time where each one of us will face a moment where you're left to decide whether to move forward or give up. But before deciding, know for a fact that if you do give up, then you have guaranteed yourself that it will never happen. That is the only guarantee that you can have in this world. So please don't underestimate the power of trying. With persistence, dedication, and a little bit of passion, you're gonna find yourself flourishing and with flying colors. And then we fast forward to the year 2019. An uninvited guest taught us even more and more lessons. The guest that turned everything upside down, COVID-19. It taught us to express love when you can, to express gratitude when you can, to make that call that you've been delaying when you can. It taught us to take what's good in life and work hard to make it better and thank God for what you have. The moment I decided to join UPEI Cairo campus, I took a risk. Every one of us took a risk, every student and every parent. And with this risk lies great courage to be part of something new. And so, UPEI Cairo campus was not just an academic entity issuing us a Canadian degree, but it was a signature for fresh starts and opportunities, remarkable opportunities. An opportunity to try something new, to discover yourself, to appear on billboards on the ring road, to interview celebrities and public figures that you wouldn't even have thought of. An opportunity to build relationships that for some will last for a lifetime, to meet a best friend, a brother and a sister, or a lover. It is an opportunity to make our teachers look at us with pride and our parents forever proud. These, which were once opportunities, are now realities. And eventually, these realities are gonna turn into sweet memories. The memory of socializing on the bus every day, the memory of not enjoying a freshly ironed outfit or a good hair day, or missing the bus in the morning and not finding any Ubers around, or enjoying car rides and arriving late to class, or relieved when a lecture is canceled or a deadline is postponed. It is how our heart drops when we hear that there is a group project and how we're so happy when the group actually works well. And most importantly, longing to see friends laughing and crying together. And for our beloved parents, tonight, we're celebrating you as much as we're celebrating us. You've been with us all along, carrying the weight, praying the prayers, and supporting and guiding us with your never-ending love and compassion. We thank you and we love you and we appreciate you. And I would like to take this opportunity to personally thank the members of my family because they've been through a lot with me and they're pretty much the very reason I am standing here today. To my little sister, Reem, the spark of my day, the one I share with her my ups and downs, and the sweetest blessing I could ever ask for. You're allowed to borrow my clothes. To my man and my annoying brother, Tamim, who constantly criticizes me, but has the kindest heart and the purest soul. Thank you, Tamim. And to my role model and the person I always look up to, the person I run to share the good and the bad news, and the person who always lets me borrow her clothes, my older sister, Gihad, I love you. And finally, my parents, the greatest blessings of all time. There's not a single word that I can say that recognizes even a small proportion of what you do, but I will sum it up in the following. If there is anything I'm good at, and if I'm a good human being, it goes back to you. Thank you, and I love you. And with this, I'd like, because of your love and faith of me, I am the person who I am today. Ending with that, I would like to ask every single parent joining with us here tonight to stand up because you deserve the greatest applause and appreciation. And I would like all of the graduates to stand up to salute your family and your parents. The class of 2022, brace yourselves, as a chapter of our lives is about to end. We earned this, so let's enjoy it. Congratulations to my fellow colleagues and friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Salma. I'd like to invite the graduates to come on stage for the group photo, please. Platform party, if you can gather at either end of the stage to join. Dr. Rami Salama. Dr. Rami Salam, could we have you come and join us on stage, please? Honorable ministers, you may exit this platform.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. We're going to miss you. Wow. Thank you. Okay, the platform party may be seated. Yeah, I'm going to do it now. Okay. Okay. Okay, our platform guests, please be seated. Could I have your attention, please? There is an academic tradition called turning the tassel. It's very significant because it means that the student has moving into a different level of knowledge of education. So I ask the students to now turn their tassel from the right side to the left side. Indicating they have entered a different level, a higher level of education and knowledge. And on the count of 3, students, you can toss your caps. 1, 2, 3.
سمحت استاذن الحضور يرجعوا علشان احنا لسه هنعمل الريسيشن. بعد اذنكم لو سمحت ممكن الناس اللي طلعت على الستيج ترجع تنزل تاني Please enjoy the festivities.